And who can tell me I'm wrong for how I'm getting this paper? Life is hell, we can make it in mail, and ain't nobody gon' save us. So I can really give a damn if you think that I'm on the run. I'ma hustle all day, I'ma hustle all night.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. Hey. I know it's Monday night, March 14th, and you're in the room. It looks like I'm the only one in this bad fella tonight, y'all.
Life is hell, we can make it in mail, and ain't nobody gon' save us. So I can really give a damn if you think that I'm on the run.
But guess what? I'm going to hustle all day. I'm going to hustle all night. Yes, y'all. We're in the room tonight, Sports Talk, y'all. I know it looks like I'm in here by myself, but hey, I got my crew. They coming, man. They coming to the rescue, y'all. So we got a lot of things to cover tonight. We're going to cover NCAA men's bracket and women's bracket. Not the whole bracket, but we're going to talk about March Madness, y'all. This is one of the most exciting times in the year when we have March Madness, so the men's and women's basketball tournament to crown a national champion. But before I go any further, I want to bring my crew in, man, because I'm feeling a little lonely, y'all. Representing the Midwest, my co-host, my man that keeps it down, 20 grand. Y'all show some love. And represent, I forgot, LU, Langston U. Give it up for Mr. Philip Townsend, y'all.
L's up, baby. L's up.
L's up. Well, Phil, it looks like you are not alone there, bro. Who you got
Man,
with
look, you know I've been getting attacked so on this show that I had to bring in some reinforcement.
What?
So, yes, sir. I had to bring in my great nephew, Cam.
What's up, great nephew Cam? What's up, man?
What's up?
All right. Welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. Glad to have you, my brother. Sit tight. We're gonna see what you got for us tonight, man. Okay, y'all. Let's go and jump out to the West Coast because that's where it's full out there tonight. My West Coast folks is coming in tight. Our nationally touring comedian just came off a hot set off Chocolate Sundays out of LA at the Laugh Factory. It's the Laugh Factory. Y'all show some love for my main man. And he also represents LU, Mark Howard. What's up, Mark?
LU, hey, look here, man. You hurry up and get us on. Because if they think it's just you on the show, they're going to leave.
And they ain't leaving. They were staying. They was like, "Whoo, boy, you know, you."
Audience going, it's just Vance. Never mind.
Hey, just for that, man, I'm going to leave my last but not least. I ain't going to leave my man sitting back there. My best friend out of high school representing them Waynesville Tigers and also a military vet, y'all. And we also appreciate his service for representing this country. My main from high school, my main man, Mr. Terry Rayford. What's up, Terry?
How you doing?
All right. Well, y'all, this looks like got to give a shout out to, one of our normal crew members. And much love and much prayers going out to the host of the Two Dog Sports Show, Mr. Jeremiah Watts. And, we're just praying for you, brother, you and your family. And we'll see you next week. All's going to be good, man. Leave it in God's hands. So we're going to keep moving. Fellas, everybody good? Everybody had a good weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, look here. We're going to start out. We're going to kick this bad fella off with let's talk about, one of the most exciting times of the year, March Madness. So I want to look at the number one seeds, the top seeds for the men. Representing the West, Gonzaga. Representing the East, Baylor. They didn't send Baylor all the way out east, huh? Representing the South, we got Arizona. I think we got somebody on the panel might like Arizona. We'll find out if anybody liking them Arizona Was that the Sun Devils?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I know that's Arizona State, fool. With the
Yeah,
devil.
way
I'm
to
just
play it
trying to
off.
see.
It had to be one or the other, right?
Look, you know, Vance would have said the Arizona Cardinals.
I was waiting for it.
They might have a better chance because they sure ain't playing football. They might have a better chance in
I was
hooping.
gonna say the Diamondbacks. But you
And
know,
also,
baseball.
also representing the Midwest, man. I mean, these cats been around for so long. It's the Kansas Jayhawks. So, fellas, any of these top four, is any of these teams in your top four? And if so, or if not, do you think any of them are going to make it to the Final Four? I'm going to start with you, Mark.
Yeah. I'm looking at bracket I put up. Let me see. I have my bracket up, and I would say that a couple of them should make the Final Four. I got Gonzaga making it. Not trusting Arizona. Um, I got a few upsets there. Actually, a team I thought should have been a number one, but I think I get some part of why they weren't. But I think
Who you say?
Kentucky. I think Kentucky
Yeah.
should have been number one seed.
Okay, okay. What do you say, Terry? What do you say
Well,
about
I
these
like.
four?
Well, mine started out. Of course, I was little favoritism, but I agree with Mark. I think Kentucky should have been number one. I'm gonna go with Kentucky, Tennessee. I like this Murray State. I think they from the Ohio Valley Conference. I think they're gonna do pretty good. They don't run across no big boys real fast. I think they may make it a little bit farther. And my favorite team of all, I would say, would be Kansas. I think Kansas is playing ball.
Okay, okay. Well, let's go to our favorite duo, Batman and Robin, man, and see what they got for us, man. What you got for us, Phil?
You can't tell them who's going to make the Final Four.
I'm say
All right, all right.
I want Gonzaga to win. I mean, that's where I used to be at. But Gonzaga, uh, Kentucky, and then I'll say Tennessee.
Okay, Terry, y'all like in Kentucky and
Mhm.
Tennessee. All right, all right. Would you say, co-host? What you got going?
Well, you know the thing is, I am I last? Oh, okay. Well then I guess you saved the best.
Last and very least.
Good, Mark.
Let me just say that it's going to be Arizona, Kansas, Auburn. Did I say Arizona was going to win yet? But I'll say
Oh
that.
Lord.
I will tell you this: Gonzaga will not make the Final Four. I guarantee that. If you
Ooh,
have
ooh,
anything, I don't
ooh.
care. You know your home, your cars. Go bet on Gonzaga not making the Final Four, and you heard it from me. Guarantee it. Now my fourth team. Let's see. Did I say Arizona? Can I say Arizona twice just to show you how much I believe in them? I'm going to go with Kentucky.
Mm.
I can amend something because I'm tripping. When I did my bracket, I did not have Gonzaga going to Final Four. My Final Four was Duke, Kentucky, Villanova, and Providence. Two Big East teams. I'm going to make the Final Four.
Okay. Well, fellas, that's gonna be. Well, I'll tell you what though. One thing about the March Madness and the tournament is it never disappoints you. Never disappoints you, man. From the Cinderella teams that you may follow to to some of the great upsets to some of the teams that you expect to win and show out and always some outstanding individual performances. So tournament starts what, Wednesday? Matter of fact, let me
That'd
put on
be
my
Thursday.
huh.
That would be Thursday. Hey, Phil, what's
Somebody
your
don't play
nephew's
Thursday
name?
unless it's the women's that play.
Cam,
Cam.
Cam.
you know I roll with Cams.
Vance has his teams picked. He waits until they win and then picks the winner. and then claim, So that's when he says I pick winners. He picks them after they won.
Hey,
With
I picked winners, fellas. Winners. Okay, let me try to get to the men's tournament because I want to look at one thing. Okay, guys. We got the play-in games. I just want to run down that and I guess these are why these are play-in games because you got to be a real college fan to get some of these. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna ask you this. Here we go. That keeps switching on me, man. Here we go. So the first playing game, we got Texas A&M Corpus Christi versus Texas Southern. And we'll start with you, Cam. You might know more about these teams than any of us right now, but what do you say? Texas A&M.
Speak for yourself.
Huh?
Speak for yourself.
I'm pretty sure I just saw Texas A&M.
Oh, this is gonna be Kingsville in the Valley. That's the little. That's their. Not the Texas Aggies here. It's their Valley team.
Yeah, they subsidiary. I call them subsids.
Well, not the big school.
No, it's
No,
not College Station.
Texas A&M.
Texas Southern was the other one. Oh, you're taking A&M. Okay, yeah, he's taking A&M.
Oh, okay. You're dissing Michael Strahan's alma mater. We ain't mad at you though, Cam. What do you say, Terry?
I would go with Texas Southern with Jeremiah.
With Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah's talking to us over there. I see Texas Southern. I agree with him.
All right, Jeremiah. Two dogs in the house, y'all. Talking to us, man. I'm glad you was able to tune in, Jeremiah. One love. Okay, Mark, who you got?
Between whom?
Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, and Texas Southern.
Corpus Christi.
Who do you got, Phil?
Well, I did have Texas Southern until Jeremiah picked them. I know that's wrong now, so I'm going to take A&M Kingsville.
The guy that went to OU is going to pick a black school, knowing doggone well they get their butts whipped.
Well, look here, fellas. We're going to keep this moving, man. Okay. Now, another play-in game. You got Bryant with 22-9 versus Wright State, 21-13. I'm flipping a coin. What do you say, Cam? What you got?
Bryant.
Good one. I know that you flipped the coin too, huh? I ain't mad at you. What do you got, co-host?
Given that I eat a lot of rice, I know that there's a lot of nutrition there. So I'm going to have to go with Wright State.
Wright State. What do you got, Mark?
That's Wright State. I'm sorry, Wright State and who? Wright State.
He's in Texas.
And Bryant.
Oh yeah. I'll take Bryant. That's not a toss on me. Bryant's gonna win that game.
Okay. What do you say, Terry?
I'm gonna go with Brian. Jeremiah said, if y'all don't read it, he said, who cares? But I'm gonna go with
Jeremiah, man.
Brian, guys. I'm going with them.
That's what people say when they don't know the teams.
All right, real quick, I've got a couple more, man. Okay. And Mark, matter of fact, these games are on Wednesday, Sir Head.
Those are playing games. I really don't count up. It's not the field of 64.
Hey man,
they had to add a couple more teams for that. So whatever.
These kids, one of these playing teams could win it. That's what it is. Sure. Notre Dame versus Rutgers. Terry, what do you got? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Rutgers. They out in New York, aren't they?
New Jersey.
I'm going with Rutgers.
What do you say, Mark? Notre Dame, Rutgers.
I'll go with Notre Dame.
We got Cam. Who you got?
Better coach in Notre Dame. That's what I'm saying.
I got Rutgers.
Rutgers. Co-host.
Well, I can tell you right now that It will be Rutgers. Rutgers is, they're coming in out of the West, and they've upset and beat some major teams this year. So it will be Rutgers.
Well, I
Matter of
tell
fact,
you right
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm sorry. I missed something. Did you say Rutgers came in out of the West?
He
yeah,
meant from the East. He was turning around.
But anyway,
trust me.
y'all figuring out the
Trust
geography.
me. Trust me.
Figuring out geography.
Look at the bracket. Look
Oh,
at
he's,
Oh,
he's
looking
in
the,
the
at
west.
the
the bracket.
Western
We're going to the
bracket.
west. Yeah. Let me
He's looking
see.
at the bracket.
The
Okay, I agree
Western
with that.
bracket. Okay, got it.
And
Yeah.
once again, you
See,
agreed with Jeremiah.
huh?
Phil.
You say what?
He's going with Rutgers too.
You saw me waving to go first because I wanted to get in before other guys kind of soiled it for me.
Okay, well, look here, y'all. This is great, man. We covered we're gonna stop right there with the men's team, and like I said, it starts Wednesday. You guys fill out your brackets, fellas. Just fill out your brackets and see what's up, and we'll come back and see how well we did. So
I noticed Vance didn't pick nobody yet.
no, man. I'm
My bad.
moderating, man. I'm the host, man. I'm moderating. I'm trying to get
You wait.
all knowledge. Cam is
You wait till the scores come in.
I'm letting young Cam pick up my slack tonight, man. Picking up and he's doing a great job. Great job. So, fella, if you just tune in, guys, you tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with the global reach. We just got to talk about the men's side of the NCAA basketball tournament. But before we go that, this is a great time to go to our first favorite segment of the night. It's a segment that we call, simply called Thinking Outside the Box with my main man, T-Rex. T-Rex, what you thinking about tonight, baby?
Well, I was going to talk about current events, and it seems that Tom Brady is taking over CNN and all the other news channels. So let's talk about Big Tom coming back, since that's what's on the number one topic that I saw all day today. Everybody knew he was going to come back. I think we just knew he was going to come back.
Well, everybody didn't.
Well, I thought he was going to be traded to San Francisco, but when they put that five first round picks on him, I don't think San Francisco could bite that. But Tom's coming back. They're still trying to sign Gronk, and I think that's going to be outstanding. And I don't want to take the thunder, but I'm just going to put that out there that I can't wait to see what the Cowboys do this year, because they're losing some people. They're losing some people. I thought I know they probably gonna still win their division, but I thought this year they'd be a serious contender because they were strong, but they're getting rid of some of the guys. And I like some of the moves they make. And then again, they still talking about my frat brother coming back, Kaepernick, but nobody's gonna give him a shot. So that's basically it, because I'm tired of hearing about this overseas thing. They almost bombed Poland. They was really close to bombing Poland, and we need to get into this before we have to. And seems that most of the time I start talking about we need to start helping these people out physically, I'm the only one that's outside the box with that. So not to raise up no arguments or no ill content. I'm just going to
We're going to hold it tonight. We're going to hold it for
tonight.
Yeah, we're going to hold
That's
it
T-Rex.
for
That's all I
free-for-all.
got. And if you didn't know, now you know.
No. Well, thank you, T-Rex, man.
Phil's gonna be nice because his great nephew is here.
We're going to wait for the free-for-all. We can bring it up for the free-for-all, man. It was all good. But I'm glad you brought up the main man. TB is back.
He's everywhere, man. He's been on CNN every hour of the top show.
Look at Mark's face. Look at Mark's face. He know Dallas ain't got a chance. That's hey Phil. Look at Mark's face. That's your boy over there. He know that Dallas ain't had a chance now. He was hurt because Aaron Rodgers came back and signed with the Packers. Yeah.
Hey Cam, you see who Vance's favorite team really is? He's scared to say. He just ain't man enough to stick behind him.
Cam, you have a favorite team?
I mean, I'm not the biggest football fan, but the Seahawks.
I mean, you sound pretty mature, man. How old are you, Cam?
15.
What? Oh man, boy! I guess you got all the knowledge from you stole from your your great uncle, man. Hey, man, you seem pretty mature there, son. That's very good. I'm impressed. So let's keep this bad fella moving. And Terry, thank you for thinking outside the box. And we will probably bring back up that war. Because the one thing I really want to say real quick is I heard once they touch a NATO,
It's on.
is on. Okay, so we'll talk a little later about that. So let's move on, y'all. Before we do Two Dogs, Jeremiah, the host of Two Dogs, he wanted y'all to join his join Sports Talk tomorrow, Tuesday. And then also I think he has some brackets, you guys. So Mark, with your there it is, your talent. Once you join the brackets, man, maybe the sports crew will, and we'll see how we all come out.
I'll check my schedule.
Yeah, Jeremiah. Thank you, baby boy. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on to the women's side, y'all. Okay. First four seeds. And this one, I know they got their heart broke last year. Representing South Carolina, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Stanford, which was last year, and we also had Kiana Williams. That we had them on.
She's from here, Kiana Williams.
Louisville also is the number one seed, and this next one, this is Mark's. Mark, we bragging a little bit on North Carolina State.
I do.
Okay, this is Maryland. My bad. I thought maybe
get it straight.
You might want to jump ship.
You might want to put some spec on my man.
On Maryland, put some spec on Maryland. Maryland was rocking last year. They was putting up some numbers.
They rock every year, fool.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start to see what you think about these. South Carolina, Stanford, Louisville, and North Carolina State. Co-host.
Yes, sir.
Over there in the y'all in the chateau. You and Cam just chilling, man. Just chilling under probably under the chandelier with the china cabinet in the back, man. Nothing but classic plates. So what do you think about these girls, man? Final Four co-host, you and Cam, man. Talk to us about it.
Well, I can tell you right now, go with Baylor to win it all. South Carolina is going to be there. Of course, Stanford. I picked Stanford to win it last year, and they did a great job. And I'm going to try and bypass Maryland's women's team.
Do it and die.
I'm going to say that one.
Do it and die in pain.
Well, I will have to mention Maryland. I want to stay strong with all of them. I'm not going to pick Louisville.
I'm totally picking my bracket with my heart. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What do you say, Cam? You got anything on you? Huh?
I'll go with what he said.
Baylor, you going with Baylor? The Baylor.
He threatened not to feed him.
What do you got, Terry?
I went with South Carolina number one. And then I put Stanford, and Baylor's my third pick, and my dark horse is my Tennessee Vols.
Now say that again, player.
I think South Carolina's going to win it all.
Okay.
And I think they're going to play Stanford.
Okay.
But I think that Baylor's in the mix, and my dark horse is going to be the Vols.
The Vols.
Female Vols.
All right. You came to play today, Terry. All right, we're gonna check that out. Two Dogs talking about South Carolina. He picked South Carolina. So what you got, Mark? Talk to us.
I'm sorry. I'm just
in shock.
A little confused.
What you confused about?
Because he said he got Tennessee.
The female Volunteers. Not the men. The men in there too.
Men in there, yeah.
Being in there
I
too.
understand, but they'd have to beat Baylor. So if you got Baylor in there, how you gonna have Tennessee as a dark?
I said my dark horse. That's if they get past Baylor, then I think
There
they're
you
gonna be
go.
in there.
Sir Dome, well, who you picking, man?
Okay. I'll let Phil have you.
Phil the pick
Phil already
already.
did.
No, I'm gonna let Phil have him in the
No,
football match.
no.
I got Final Four. I think Baylor can probably do it. I do. I'm being biased. This is an all biased Final Four here. Baylor, I'm feeling our boy, but they have to play University of North Carolina, who I have picked. One of my good buddies who I went to high school with is on the coaching staff. UConn, I think Gino Auriemma's obviously been there a time or two. He knows how to get them there. And I got Maryland coming, and I've got Carolina and Maryland in the championship. You don't have to guess who I have winning it. Anyway, so
Carolina.
And that's why you're a Cowboy fan.
sure.
Because you're ridiculousness. You should be on that show. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Well, Vance, who do you have? Tell me some teams you know and who you can pick them for.
Okay, I'm going with South
I'm
Carolina.
I'm interested in knowing. Let's
I'm
go.
going with South Carolina to win it. I
Or
think
what?
Don Staley. She's gonna have them ready.
Yeah.
And the big
Who
girl.
else on?
The big
who
girl.
else on
The
the
big
team?
girl.
Big girl.
The big girl.
Every team got big girls. So which one you talking about?
They're big
What
girl.
number she wear? What's
That's
her name?
That South Carolina big girl.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? She's the biggest girl.
No, I don't. I really
she
don't.
Probably,
I really don't.
probably be the player of the year. She's a
Well.
player of the year candidate. Oh, yeah. Go scratch your head, man. I just look this way. I just look like that, baby. Boy.
Yeah, I'd kill myself if I did. If I looked that way.
I know what you mean. But I think Stanford, they should do it.
Way to really go out there and pick a dark horse.
No,
Hey,
but
you talk about Maryland.
I'm getting ready to step up. I think Baylor might have a good chance. They might. We always gonna support our boy. We're gonna support Rodney. So and then listen. So
It's like he's reading. It's like he's reading it, Phil.
Jeremiah said for me to stop sucking up to Rodney.
Yeah, that was
sorry, Jeremiah.
Mark
Jeremiah, you probably didn't watch the show last week that you were on because you would have found out that we're family.
They did. So anyway, y'all. So we're gonna tune in again. I think the women's tournament, as you this is man, they played just as well as the guys as far as the excitement.
You think so?
Well, I mean, not literally play as well as you're talking about, like physical, but they do play some good games, and the games are entertaining. Yes, they are. So the women's game is good. The women's, especially March Madness.
Are you sure? Yeah, are you sure, Vance? Are you sure about
positive. I'm positive. More positive than you picking Maryland. And
I'm saying this. I'm not here to diss women basketball, but you do know the biggest complaint is how the disparity in competition is usually the same team that win. But hey, go ahead, man. Finish up.
So you saying the girls' game is not exciting? You saying the girls' game is not exciting?
It'll get exciting when it gets down to the final 8.
Yeah, that's true.
The women's bracket is the one bracket.
Oh, even down to the final 4 still.
The women's bracket is one bracket you can't pick too much upsets. Now, don't get me wrong. Out of my bracket, I have no number 1 seed going. I have no number 1 seed going.
On the women's side?
On the women's side.
On the women's side?
But I'm picking with my heart, not necessarily with my head on those.
I was going to say, yeah.
I'm admitting to that, but when are you going to admit that you have
up.
no idea what you're talking about and you wait until they win to pick them?
Okay, so have they played already, Mark?
Exactly. You just guessing now.
I
Then next week you're going to say. Next week you're going to say.
I'm going to go South Carolina going to win it.
Okay.
So
all right. You pin the tail on a donkey with that one. Close your eyes and pick one.
No,
you could at least go on with Rodney's team and pick Baylor. Go on like that.
No, I said I want Baylor to win, but that's South Carolina, man. I think just because of coaching.
Good.
Okay. I think coaching going, so we're gonna see. And they ready, man. They They ready. They're gonna be wanting to do it. All right, y'all. So let's move on. And the Two Dogs host of Two Dogs is not with us today, so that's normally our second favorite segment of the night. A segment that we
Since
call
he's typing in, why don't he just type in his just a dog
type in
the
just
chat
a dog
room.
for a minute. But we will have a commentary by our own.
You know what?
Andy.
I'll tell you
that?
what. I'll do a segment.
Just a doggone minute.
Yeah.
Can you finish before your great nephew turns 16?
Yeah. You know what? You know what? I tell you what. No, because this is going to take more than 2 minutes.
Will it take 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
I can probably do it in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
What I want to do is this topic is going to be on talking about all of the miscarriage of justice that's happening to women and children, that's female children, in the judicial system when it comes to rape and things of that nature. I am so fed up with these judges and these prosecutors letting people get away with nothing. You all remember back with the guy in Stanford, the Stanford student that raped the girl by the garbage bin, and the judge said, "Well, you don't want to ruin this guy's
ruin
career."
his yeah.
But his mom said they'll kill him in prison. Remember that part too?
Then you have this teenager who rapes 4 different girls, and again a classic case of don't think he'll do it again. He only raped 4, so you don't think he'll do it again.
Only 4 he got caught with.
I really want to get at this one that happened in Tennessee, and it happened in, I believe, 2019, but the case was decided Monday a week ago or so. And what happened is that the DA brought the case before a grand jury. Understand this. They indicted this guy, the grand jury did, on 4 major counts, right? Indicted him. And a prosecutor can either lead an indictment either away from something or towards something. But they indicted him on 4 separate charges, right? Do you know that his penalty would have only been 4 years? This is a policeman raped a 14-year-old over a 20-month period repeatedly. And what happened is that the judge was reduced what would have been a 4-year prison sentence for raping a 14-year-old multiple times. The judge reduced it to 3 years probation. The judge even said, "You raped this girl, this and that, but the court feels you won't do it again."
Phil, can I ask you a question? Just one
Yeah.
question. What's his nationality?
Well, put it this way: if I flip my hand from here to here,
Cherry, you already know, man.
I knew that.
But here's the thing, though: the DA led this grand jury to get 4 counts on this guy, and then the DA says, ethically, we can't see going to trial with this. Oh. You got a 4-count indictment against this guy as the DA, and you can't go to trial because ethically you don't think you have a case? Wouldn't it have been ethically, we don't think we have a case, so we're not going to go to a grand jury with it? And we're not going to have this guy sign a plea deal. Wouldn't that have been the ethical thing to do? But if you got a 4-count charge on this guy, there is no way that you could possibly say ethically you don't feel you can take something to trial. So this guy ends up walking. Understand that he can't be a law enforcement officer anymore. He gets
Sure.
150. Yes, I did not say 150,000. He gets 150 hours of community service. And believe it or not, at least the judge said he can't have contact with the victim, the 14-year-old that he raped multiple times over a 20-month series. So these judges
He
and
lose his
these
job.
prosecutors have got to stop with this nonsense that they're presenting. It just makes no sense.
It goes back to what you said earlier, that kid that raped a chick by the dumpster, and everybody said he wouldn't survive in prison. You want to ruin his life, but he ruined that young lady's life. That's just wrong.
Exactly. Well, you have to think about it. Look at the trauma and all of the therapy. And then the DA had the nerve to say, well, the victim was informed about what was going to happen, was knowledgeable about everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
you went
they'll
through.
see now. There you go. They
My
told.
second question, Phil, was she black? The victim?
No, you can't find that
Oh, they
information.
don't know that. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Victim.
yeah. 14 years old. But the nerve of them only having a 4-year sentence on that.
Whew, if that had
Isn't
been
that
a
just
black
crazy?
man, he'd have been in jail before they even got to court. We need some real justice. Not just us in there. We need some real justice. That's wrong.
Well, Phil, want to thank you for that great commentary, man. I mean, hey, you always put out some good information, man, and for us to think about, but also act upon, y'all. Act upon. So once again, thank you, Phil, for stepping in for Jeremiah. It's just a doggone minute. But Jeremiah, he did write something though. Before we get into what he wrote, because I wanted to talk about it. There you go. He put it up there. But I think that set of Laurie I think that's Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Kyrie. We'll put that up. But I want to do a quick station break as we read. If you just tuned in, you tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. You tune in to Sports Talk. Okay, fellas. So let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about the mandate that they have in New York that's keeping Kyrie from playing home games in Brooklyn, but yet a visiting player that is unvaccinated
It don't make
can
no
come
sense.
in and play. So, and then KD expounded, actually called out the mayor. So, fellas, what do you guys think about this mandate, this thing with Kyrie that's happening right now? What do you think about that? And should they, or should they just, let change this and let Kyrie play? I know it's tricky, man, but I'm gonna start with you, Mark. What do you think?
Is the mandate that's keeping him from playing, or is the fact that he's not vaccinated keeping him from playing? Because he made his choice of not wanting to get vaccinated, which is his right to choose.
Mm-hmm.
So the mandate is the mandate.
But now you see all the loopholes, like I said, man, a dude can come
Well,
from.
there's no loophole. The fact is that you can't legislate somebody out of state like that. They're not able to legislate. I know it doesn't make sense. I agree it doesn't make sense, but I understand at least to the point of where same thing in Toronto, other places like that. So,
But they let him sit the bench at
well,
home.
they loosen that you could be in there, but they're talking about workers. So he's classified as a worker, a high profile worker in the state of New York or the city of New York. So that's why it is a technicality. Guys, and I said this, I know you're asking the question, but we've been on this show this whole time promoting getting vaccinated. And for the point of trying to help and get herd immunity to help get rid of this pandemic. Now, I get it. It's your right to not want to get vaccinated. I just don't have sympathy for you if you don't get vaccinated. It becomes a problem because your reasons are stupid. So him and that whole thing about I'm trying to fight for the guy who are you fighting for? It's called BS. You want to be different. He don't need no treatment for that COVID. He needs somebody to treat him for that bipolar he got. That's what he need to deal with.
I send him a couple pills.
And I said it. That's what I think, man. Vance, did I go over?
Over
What do you
30
think, Terry?
seconds? Yeah.
Terry, what do you say?
Well, I understand the difference, and Mark brought it up completely. When the dude from Brooklyn goes to the other teams, he plays on their courts, and he's not vaccinated. So I agree 100% with Mark saying it's probably a state thing or city thing that can do that. But I think that they should at least fine the visiting team $1 or something just to make the Nets feel better because they get the same privilege when they go out of town. So
Well, they just said,
I think it's really a crazy thing, and I agree with Mark. What's the big deal about getting a shot? We all got our shots. Mark, I ain't putting him out like that, but he don't like needles, and he did it. So if Mark can do it and 5-year-olds can do it, I don't think any grown man or grown person should have a problem getting a shot unless they have some underlying health issues. So I think if they don't play, if they don't get shot, they shouldn't play nowhere. If that's the rules, that's the rules. You shouldn't play. If you're not vaccinated, you can't go nowhere to play.
Keep in mind, Terry. Mm-hmm. I am afraid of needles, but I never said I was against being healthy.
Yes, that is true.
It's just crazy to me, man. You're gonna let somebody else come in your city and play that is unvaccinated.
You have to be workers.
Mm-hmm.
The rule is for those who are considered local workers.
Employees, yeah.
Employees, Vance. That's the technicality of it. I get it, but it's local employees, and all of them have to go through the gauntlet of being tested and make sure that they're get tested and make sure that they're negative before that. It's no easy walk in like somebody can just infect somebody, just walk in and they don't get checked.
So when you're saying workers, are they? If you work for,
they're employees within the city. But no, they're employees within the city of New York. It's a city mandate for any employee. It's not a government like the New York City employees or anything like that. You are working in a business and within the city limits of New York and the 5 boroughs. Okay. I'm not sure if it includes Long Island or anything like that, but that's the difference. So those who are coming in out of town, like hell, if you're an Uber driver and you drove somebody across the bridge into New York or through the tunnel in New York, you don't work for New York. You just happen to drop somebody off in New York.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And they can't legislate how many people can keep coming through them cities to say you can't come in, you can't come in, you can't come in, because it hurts the trade commerce of what's coming in out of the cities. So they can't.
What do you say, Phil and Cam? What y'all's take on it?
Well, I think that really, Mark, let's see if Jeremiah said it's just stupid. But
there's a sensible argument.
yeah. The thing is I think Mark really highlighted a lot of the things that if you really break it down, remember, this is it's a New York City mandate to its employees, and that's what Kyrie is. So keep it in the perspective that it is. We keep wanting to take it outside the box and have it whereas other people come in and play, and they haven't been vaccinated. Again, they don't need to be where they are at. They're just coming in to visit. Now, this boils down to Kyrie and what kind of teammate he is. Don't make excuses and blame the mayor for you having a sorry ass teammate. That's something that you should be talking about with him, because he knew from day one what the mandate was going to be. So I don't even know why they'd even bring it up and have an issue with it. Because KD, as well as anybody else, they know how it can be resolved. All Kyrie has to do is get the shot. So
That's it.
this calling out the mayor and stuff is, if he's got enough stones to call out the mayor, why doesn't he try having enough stones to go tell Kyrie how stupid he is for letting down his teammates, and how selfish he is for letting down his teammates instead of getting the shot? How about
Hey,
doing that, KD?
hey, it
Yeah.
just hit me too. It just hit me too. You can go to the owner and say, you should have stayed your ass in New Jersey. You wouldn't have this problem. Ah, you wanted to come to New York.
Cam, what you say? What you say, Cam?
I mean, I don't think the whole like how he sits courtside. I don't think that really makes sense. But I can see like the bigger picture. Like it's not just him. It's not just him. It's isolated towards him. But it's everybody who lives in New York. It's like that. So I mean, when you look at it from one person, yeah, maybe you might not like it. But if you look at the bigger picture, it makes a lot more sense. So
He ain't related to you, Phil. He makes sense. Yeah,
Vance, you with us?
him sitting courtside, Cameron, was to show and get all the claps and the cheers and the sympathy to see him
I
sitting on the
think
side.
I think we lost Vance. Looks like we lost Vance. Hey,
Oh,
look.
good.
So since we lost Vance, really, I want to take this back to the men's bracket just for one question while we get Vance back on. Let me ask you this: uh, do any of you have somebody that you feel really got snubbed? Because I will, and I'll tell you why.
No.
Uh, Even though their record was just a few games over 500, I'm going to say it's the Oklahoma Sooners. Mark, you said it's 64 people, teams in the bracket,
68.
right?
68,
Huh?
but 64, that means something to me.
Yeah,
mhm.
but
68.
but I'm talking about that are actually, well, going to be the
Right.
real deal bracket once it
There
starts
you go.
playing. Um, Now, I'm going to have to give that big snub to the team that lost to Texas Tech by 1 point, that in the semifinals, that beat Baylor in the quarterfinals. If you have 64 teams, and we'll take it to the 78 that Mark mentioned, how does this committee had Oklahoma ranked as the number 40th team on their net? This committee did. So how do you not have the Sooners in the tournament if you had them as your number 40 ranked team in the
Out
net?
of 64.
And they were the highest rated team not to qualify for the tournament. Go ahead, Mark.
I'll say this much. You got to realize that all of the at-large bids are going to take out. So if we take from the field the at-large bids, and
Mhm.
then especially when there's upsets, that's stirs because let's be real. In Atlantic 10, it shouldn't be no two teams. Shouldn't be no two teams from the Atlantic 10 in the field. But who was it that upset Davidson? They get the automatic bid, and everybody figured Davidson was the team to go, so they put Davidson in. I couldn't believe that they put two teams in there.
See,
So
and when Davidson lost,
yeah,
therein made the big conundrum. See, because
right,
everybody expected Davidson to win, and when they lost, that, like Mark is saying, that's what
right,
really hurt
Mhm.
a
right,
team like OU that was the highest ranked team not to get in.
right.
They took the
Because
victory on
it
that
happened
game.
2 years ago on the Ohio Valley Conference when Murray State did not beat Belmont. Belmont had the better team, but Murray
Right.
State had John Morant. John
You
That's
Morant
it.
know it.
got him in. John Morant got him in the tournament.
Yes,
So I
sir.
think that's maybe where OU fell. But look, don't nobody care about the OU Phil.
At all.
Sorry, my
Nobody
bad,
but
my bad,
nobody but
At
Jeremiah.
What
all.
about Vance, huh?
my
No,
bad, Jeremiah.
just Jeremiah. Jeremiah's the only one.
Okay, well, look here, y'all. Phil, I want to thank you for stepping in, man. I got dropped off in two something.
It's a good thing. How can you do it again?
Some George Duke. So, real quick, let's jump to our third and favorite segment of the night, man. We want to make sure we get that one in. And it's a segment that we just simply call Mark's Rant. So, Mark, what you ranting about tonight, my brother?
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna throw 3 people in there, man. 3 people in there. I'm gonna talk about. First one's gonna be real quick. Juicy Smollett.
Okay, we got young Cam now. We got young Cam.
I think it's just, but go ahead.
If I put this, if going out like a sucker was a person, that was Jesse Smollett. Okay. Now, the second one, Deshaun Watson. They had 9 counts of sexual misconduct, 9 criminal counts to get indicted. The indictment is for the process. We just talked about that earlier. The indictment is favorable to the prosecution. All they got to do is just basically walk in there and they're going to get an indictment. You had 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them. And they couldn't get them, and none of them could indict for one of them. I said to you before, that was BS, and I'm telling you, it's going to come out. I believe it's going to come out. The Texans got something to do with all of it. They tried to throw this boy under the bus. Said that before. It's coming. It's coming. Now I'm going to hold on to something we talked about last week because it happened. It was actually happening as we were doing the show, but then we couldn't talk about it because as we talked about it on the text, it was all last week. Russell Westbrook.
Oh, he was
Are
sloppy.
you serious, dude?
You sloppy.
Are you really seriously hurt by this, man? You gonna get on TV and throw your kids up there and talk about what the name of your kids like that? Like as if you made it seem like somebody was calling you some sort of racial slur, some sort of harsh derogatory. That ain't nothing but basketball talk. If you shooting bricks, you gonna get a nickname. They gonna clown you. That's basketball. That's been all your life. Now all of a sudden it's don't call me out my name. and you black? And you mean to tell me the worst thing you heard called out your name was Westbrook? You round black folk. And that's the one you gonna say. Don't call me out my name out. I got another way to say West and put the back in. I can't say it on TV.
Thank you.
But it rhymes with itch. That's all I would say. And
Snitch.
That's something like that.
Which
it sounds like a West. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, dude. And you gonna do this on TV? I get the wife coming. I get your wife coming for your defense. Beautiful woman, beautiful thing to do that. Fine. I still say, baby, don't do that because I ain't gonna open up a can of worms. You open up more attention. But you go in there with that, we're in a different society. Because really, he probably not even getting as hard as he would if this was about 15, 20 years ago. Or if this was when we was young. Imagine this when we was young and somebody did this. And Russell Westbrook was playing in the late 80s and 90s. So I don't like being called Westbrook. Man, they be throwing real bricks at him. They soft now, man. Phil, you got your young nephew there, man. Don't let him let him fall for his softness, man. This is what we call softness, young Cam. You understand me? Softness. You ain't nobody. You can call me. Look, when I go to get into my nice $1 million car, whatever it is, and go live in my mansion and count my millions, you can call
Are you
me
talking
like
about
that.
you, Mark?
If I'm doing that like Westbrook can, I'm making $40 million over the next couple of years, and I'm shooting these bricks, and they still gonna pay me. It's guaranteed. You can call me whatever the hell you want to call me. You understand me? Just like Marge Schott was calling her black players the $1 million niggas. If there's any kind of nigga you want to call me, I'm sorry. That's what she said. We can use. I'm quoting what somebody said. You can call me that. Not that I want to be called that in that sense. But if there is a type of N-word to be called, put $1 million in front of it, please.
Especially for $1 million.
Especially for a few $1 million. You understand
Jeremiah said he was throwing up boulders.
me? Please, you got enough money. Look, if it bothering you and your kids, you can afford counseling.
That was pretty good.
Man, you know how sensitive some of your players on the Lakers, them Nims, can be. And playing for one of the sensitive cats of all, King James. But Lord have mercy, y'all. We go, Mark.
Yeah, right.
Appreciate the rant, brother.
We know your boy don't hold grudges and have feelings about nothing. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Well, he
we
might
know
hold
he's
grudges,
not
but
super
he's
sensitive.
a winner. The greatest of all time.
Yeah,
He's the greatest winner. Is he the greatest winner?
yeah. Yeah,
Why are we gonna say
Terry, we're not gonna go on this. I'm gonna ask you a question. Vance,
Yeah.
is he the greatest winner in NBA history?
He's the
You just
greatest
said
of
it,
all
Vance.
times. Now,
But you
that's
said
what
he was
I'm
a
saying.
great winner. He was a
He's
winner.
the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
No,
check-
not the greatest winner.
check your
winner.
word. Check your
You know,
word.
if you want to do, Moxie Nixie, winner,
Okay, well then since we ain't doing that, then he ain't the best player. Now let's take all that out. Because you wanted to throw that in there first, and I checked you on it. Now you
Well,
want
who
to
is the greatest winner, Mark? Who is the greatest winner?
Mark, you know Vance doesn't
Tom Brady.
believe that because if
Tom
you ask Vance, why is he the greatest winner?
Why who?
That's it.
No, he backtracked.
Michael?
He backtracked, Phil.
Yeah.
He
Why
backtracked,
is he
Phil.
the greatest winner?
I said Michael's the greatest. I didn't say
Okay,
the greatest winner. Y'all put winner in there.
No,
He's the
if
greatest.
I run this back, I guarantee you said winner.
No, greatest.
If I run it back, I guarantee you said winner.
I said winner, but not that he is the greatest winner. I didn't say that. I said he's the greatest ball player.
He did say first. Why I asked him that question, and he started stuttering and backing up.
No. You tried to throw it in there on the slick slide as far as winner. You try to get him because you know he's the greatest.
Okay. Well, Vance,
so you're not trying to get him. Now we're gonna play with words. Winner. You know what I'm saying?
Vance, why is he the greatest? Take off winner. Why is he the greatest?
I done told you how many times, man. Why we gotta
I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. Remind us one more time.
One more time. Why is he the greatest?
I mean, there's plenty of reasons why.
No,
what's your main reason?
But
the eye test. My second main reason.
Speaking of eye test, you need one if you believe that.
Exactly. Hey,
Terry,
you know what? Terry, I know you get bored of this, but your boy keep walking into it, man. He walks right into it.
He did. You did say that. Unfortunately, I have to.
Well, I said, but they were saying winners, and I was talking about over LeBron. I meant over LeBron.
Okay.
Over LeBron.
So Robert Horry better than LeBron.
That's always over LeBron. We talk matching Michael
we're glad
versus
you
LeBron.
added that lie, and we know that's a lie because nothing backs it up. So we know that part's a lie. So go ahead.
Hey Phil, you know he ain't no real Jordan fan over there wearing Adidas.
Michael even dropped. I don't wear Air. I don't wear Air Jordan. No, I don't. I don't wear Air Jordans. No, that ain't got nothing to do with his skills on that basketball floor. His tennis shoes, which he's selling right now. He'd been out the league over 20 years, and he's still #1 shoe over your boy.
So you do know why that is, though, don't you?
Your boy LeBron's shoe can't even sell a nickel. They can't even give LeBron's shoe.
You think the kids are walking into the shoe store going, "I want the shoe that the best players wear."
Yeah, they walking in there going, saying, "We want some Air Jordans, the greatest."
Vance, you do know why Jordan outsells LeBron, right? You do have enough knowledge to know why Jordan outsells LeBron.
I bet he don't.
Here we go.
Don't.
Why?
I bet he don't.
Man? Why?
Bet you $100 he don't. Bet you $100.
I don't know why. Because he been selling out Jordan. He been selling out LeBron the whole time. LeBron ain't never been in his stratosphere. Yeah.
Vance, you do know why though, right?
He doesn't know
No,
why.
tell
He
me
doesn't
why,
know
Phil. What you gonna make up? Let me hear it.
They both
No,
on
it's
my
not a makeup. I mean, it's really easy.
Okay, why?
It's really easy.
Why?
They
Why?
both on
Why,
Nike.
Phil?
That that would be longer than the 2-minute segment that you're going to give me, because it's
Hurry up.
really easy.
We letting you. This
Because
is the free for all.
if
You
I
right
give you the
here.
Cliff Notes version,
Mhm.
you're not going to understand. You're not going to understand what a 20-year head start, like a black man would understand a 20-year head start in America. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand the lack of social media coverage back in the day to give Jordan the front run on
The lack of social
being
media. If he had social
the
media,
lack.
his shoe would be
No,
off the
no,
chain.
no.
The shoe is
If
off the
Jordan had
chain.
social media back in his day, he would have folded. You know why I know he would have folded? This is why I know he would have folded. His very friends say Jordan couldn't handle the pressure of going out and being around people to have them say anything bad about him. That's why he stayed in the rooms to himself. That's why he hid from the public. And that gave him a mystique because he could not handle the criticism of the public. There
Yeah,
you
that
have
ain't
it.
it.
He
That
would have
bothered him,
folded like
man.
a
He
cheap
got tired of
suit.
people everywhere he go. He had no.
Phil,
He
Phil,
LeBron ain't
couldn't rest.
folding under
Phil,
Excuse
the
me.
pressure.
He couldn't
Can I
rest.
Phil,
interrupt for a second?
Phil.
Jordan folded under the pressure that he stayed hidden from the public. Why? His own admission, his own people's admission is that he couldn't handle public criticism.
Okay. Can I say something before we go any farther on the two tennis shoes? They made by the same maker. So of course Michael's going to get
Some
pub
little,
over LeBron.
some of the little
Why?
some of the little Asian
I
woman
just
and
You
gave
gonna
you
tell me
Taiwan
Vance,
dude.
if LeBron shoes can outsell Michael, he gonna still get the pub
Vance,
get that
No,
cherry?
they're
Come
not.
on, man.
Vance. I
Come
just
on,
No,
man.
gave
no,
it
no,
to
no.
you. I said you wouldn't understand it when I gave you white America's advancement over black man from slavery. I gave you the run to why there's a difference. You got a head start.
LeBron
You
shoes is
had
not
everything
worldwide
in
brand.
place for you.
No, LeBron shoe is worldwide brand, Terry. But the fact
LeBron is
is
well,
that
right. He's number
the fact
two behind Jordan.
Yeah,
but
yeah. That's
yeah,
what
he
I'm
is
saying.
number
They're
he
not
is
going to
number two
make.
behind Jordan. He is number
Yeah.
two
Nobody
behind Jordan.
comes anywhere close
Don't crinkle
to.
your face up, Vance. But the thing
But
is
the
this is
man been
that
out of basketball 20
I'm sorry.
years.
I'm sorry.
Vance,
I'm
Still
sorry.
number
Vance,
two.
I'm sorry.
makes
I'm
Y'all
sorry,
keep him
Vance.
alive. I keep talking about him.
Vance, did I just tell you you
We're gonna
wouldn't
keep him alive. It's
understand?
fine.
And
I'm,
everybody
I'm,
Wait a
asking
I,
him
minute,
where
I'm
Dr.
hey,
not
Phil.
J.
talking. When I
Anybody
Hey,
already
Phil.
asking
knew
him where
you weren't
Dr.
going to
J.
understand. I just
Anybody
gave
asking
you
him
a
where
history
Moses
lesson.
Malone, the
I
Magic
just gave you a
Johnson?
history lesson,
Anybody
and
asking him
you
where
still
them?
don't get it.
Hey, Phil. Hey,
Is
Phil.
anybody
Phil.
wearing them?
On the real, saying it. What
Chuck
Vance
Taylor sell more
what
than
Vance does
LeBron.
know, even though he don't know, but what he does
Chuck
know,
Taylor?
and
Man,
he thinks that we
this
don't
is why.
realize the fact that hold on that
Chuck's,
Jordan
Chuck's
hold on
outsell LeBron.
you look at me as a guy who and us who are close to Jordan's contemporary age. Jordan's 4 years older than I am. And speaking of LU with L's up, and all the time when I'm a young man and he's in the NBA playing new with the Bulls, getting his behind whipped with the Bulls. He was selling
Until Scottie
shoes.
Pippen came
He
along.
was getting his behind whipped from the Bulls and at the Bulls and at Langston everywhere they were buying the shoes. They were buying the shoes because it
Why
was
is
new
that,
phenomenon.
Mark?
So now
Why was that buying
I'm
the
sorry.
shoes?
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
I'm just asking you
So
why.
no, I'll answer that later.
Okay.
My point being is that whole generation has come through this whole time buying a shoe. So even guys my age, our contemporary, are still buying Michael Jordan shoes. Whereas you have a younger generation. Phil's nephew, I don't know what shoe he bought, but that generation he's from, they're gonna buy LeBron shoes. They're gonna buy Steph Curry. They're gonna buy those shoes because that's who they see now. But Jordan, as Phil said, has a start. He's got a younger and an older generation that's come up with his shoe.
Vance doesn't understand that, Mark.
No. He does know.
I don't
But
care.
the fact of the matter is that people that don't know basketball
we
that
still
much.
ain't asking for Barkley shoes. They ain't asking for Magic shoes. They ain't asking for Kareem shoes.
He knows. And the simple fact is
They're
that
not.
when you can't talk basketball to make comparison, you need to talk about who's selling shoes.
No,
Ain't nobody talk about Chuck Taylor.
I gave you all the basketball stats.
Nobody ever said Chuck Taylor was even close to some great basketball player.
You
He damn sure sold some shoes though, didn't he?
Hey,
he damn sure sold some shoes.
And I said one stat. I gave you basketball stats. And that is the eye test, and that's the biggest test of all. The biggest test of all.
Kyrie Irving, man, Vance, cut it. Kyrie Irving sells shoes as if he the best player in the league. He ain't even the best guard in basketball.
He don't say his shoe ain't the best. What are you talking about?
His shoe outsells most people that better than him.
Most people. So what? What's most people?
His shoe outsells. He sells more shoes than James Harden.
We're talking about the greatest.
We kill the tennis shoe.
Does he outsell your boy LeBron?
Does
he outsell LeBron?
No, LeBron's
hey,
number
Terry,
2 in the league.
your boy Vance brought the tennis shoes up.
Vance,
he talking about shoes.
Vance,
how many finals did Michael lose?
How many finals did
Michael lose?
Oh, Vance, do you want to start playing the playoff game? Do you want to really go there?
Hey, Phil,
I'm just asking
hold on.
you. How many
really
finals?
want to go to the playoff game?
We're talking basketball.
Do you?
Hey,
No, I'm asking
Phil,
you.
hey,
Do
Phil,
you
hold
really
on,
want to go
please.
to the playoff game?
Hold on, Phil.
Do you
Phil,
really
hold on,
want to play
please.
that game?
Phil, hold on, please. Please stay with me with this. He's sitting there talking about who lost stuff and undefeated. And right behind
all I said is
right behind him over
Michael
his left shoulder, to our right is Muhammad Ali, who we all say is the greatest of all time, and he never went undefeated.
Okay.
He never went undefeated. So, I mean, kill all that. Make up what you need, man.
Man, you just trying
make up what you need.
Okay, I'm telling you.
Make up what you need to make up.
Has Jordan as LeBron three-peated?
No. I didn't know that was a prerequisite.
Twice.
That's not what we're
I'm
talking
just saying
about.
what he did on the basketball court. I'm just
let
saying
me ask you this. Name a time that Jordan or LeBron played in the championship one-on-one by themselves. It's a team game, wasn't it?
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, no. Here we go. It's a team. So it's not
Vance,
a team. No, Vance, are you telling me it's not a team sport?
Okay, well, let's stop. Let's do this.
No. Yes or no? Is it or is it not a team sport?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you very much.
But let me ask Vance one question.
Why you even arguing when I talk about LeBron? Why you even go there? See,
Mark,
why you throw out stats that we're trying to throw out the little
let me
stats
ask you
about
one
LeBron?
question.
I didn't throw out any stats.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Let me ask you one question.
Let me ask you this.
I know
Vance,
you quickly
you
ran off that.
But Vance, let me ask you one question.
Hey, real quick. Are we in free fall?
No,
yeah, we in free fall.
Okay, but I want to ask Vance one question.
Go ahead.
Vance, how many finals did Scottie Pippen lose?
He's with Jordan.
So there's nothing unique about what Jordan did.
You notice he didn't answer your question?
Yes, it was.
Hey,
Scottie couldn't win. Scottie couldn't three-peat. Stop.
Jordan proved he couldn't three-peat until Scottie came.
Phil, they said
Jordan
the hardest thing.
Scottie wasn't the only one that came to that team.
Jordan couldn't sniff the finals.
Cam, you see what I go through all the time, Cam?
Jordan couldn't sniff the finals.
Jordan put the players. He can't play by himself.
How many times did Jordan make it to the finals before Scottie got there?
He can't play by himself because
how many times did Jordan make it to the finals before Pippen got there?
It don't matter. Each final, I just asked you how many did he lose,
and I asked you how many did Scottie lose.
So Scottie better than Jordan.
I want to be like in church.
Is Scottie better than Jordan?
Did Jordan win anything before Scottie got there?
That's the question, Phil. Is Scottie better than Jordan?
I just told you.
If you listen to Scottie Pippen, he is. If you listen to Scottie
I'm asking you, Mark, and you, Phil. Is Scottie better than Jordan?
Let me ask you this.
Hey, Phil, you can't answer that.
I'll answer it for you. I'll answer it for you. The way I've answered it for you
yes or no.
1 time.
It's yes or no.
Jordan could not win anything until a better player came along, and Scottie Pippen took Jordan to the finals 6 times, three-peated twice, and Jordan couldn't win. He couldn't even sniff the playoffs until
great
Scottie
nephew
came.
walked away on
And
you, Phil.
what did Jordan do when Scottie left?
Okay, let me
And
ask you
Jordan
this.
left.
Then. Let me ask
What
you
did
this.
he do?
Hey, Phil, let me ask you this.
What did he do?
Hey, Phil, let me ask you this. When Jordan won the national championship in North Carolina, who was the best player on the team?
Let
James
Vance
Worthy.
tell you.
Worthy.
It was James Worthy.
Worthy. Well, he was a senior.
No, he was a junior. And them other years.
Oh yeah, Michael was a sophomore. Okay.
No, Michael was a freshman.
He came
Vance,
out.
he was a freshman.
Was a freshman.
Vance, he was a freshman.
Now,
Don't you remember him being
after
a
that?
Oh yeah,
freshman
when he hit
hitting
the shot. Okay.
Now, after that, how many national
How can
championships?
you know Jordan?
After that, how many national championship Final Fours did Jordan go to?
They ain't do nothing.
Didn't win none without James Worthy.
Hey, Sam Perkins too.
Okay, well, how many
James
championships
Worthy
LeBron
was the
won
guy, Terry.
without anybody?
Yeah, I remember Sam was helping
How
out
many
in the middle.
championships LeBron won without anybody?
Vance, we aren't saying
Okay,
that.
then.
You're the one who
said the
claimed
same
Jordan
thing
did
about
stuff.
LeBron. He had to win a championship with
Let's
somebody.
talk about
You're the one who claimed
When Kyrie hit that 27 on him,
We don't claim that about Jordan.
Name a player.
We just said
you got to
it's a
bring
team
somebody.
game. You said Jordan does
Cam.
everything.
He
We
does.
said it's a team game.
I just said Jordan is better.
Vance, name
Jordan
a player.
over LeBron.
What did Jordan do before Scottie Pippen got there,
over
man?
LeBron.
Jordan, what did Jordan do before Scottie Pippen got there?
I don't care what.
Hey,
See,
name a
that's
player.
what
Name a
losers
player
say,
that
man.
Hold on, hey,
Vance, that's what losers
He was
say.
doing the best he could with one
He was doing the best he could.
by himself.
Oh, my God.
By himself. He ain't had nobody by himself.
Hey, name a player. Name a player Jordan had on his team that was as good as Scottie Pippen.
Name a what now?
Name a player Jordan won that LeBron won with that was better than Scottie Pippen.
Steve Kerr.
No.
Name a player that was a teammate of Jordan, a teammate of LeBron's.
Kyrie.
Kyrie is not better than Scottie Pippen.
Kyrie, yeah.
No, he's not. So you're telling me you would take Kyrie, and they hate that you take Kyrie Irving over Scottie Pippen?
No.
Yeah.
You're lying. You're lying. You know it.
No, I ain't.
You can shout out you like
You're
you
either a
were.
liar
If I
or a
put him
fool.
with Jordan, if I put
You're
him
a liar.
with
You're a liar. Hey.
Shout out to
Hey.
you like you
Hold
were.
on, Phil. Did you hear that? Hold on. Did you hear that? He said, especially with Kyrie, he put him with Jordan. Do you think Kyrie will get to take all them shots with Jordan on the team?
No.
It don't matter.
No. That's what I asked you.
He could be a Steve Kerr.
No. Do you think
He
Kyrie
could be a John Paxton.
Do you think Kyrie Irving will get
That's
the
all he
chance
needed
to
was
do
John
it?
Vance,
Paxton.
keep naming
Excuse
the
me,
winners for
Vance.
Jordan.
Do you think Kyrie Irving will get to do what he did, what he does with the ball, with Michael Jordan on his team?
I don't know.
Well, stop lying, man.
Now you lying.
Excuses for
Well, how
Jordan.
did Pippen do what he had to do?
Now
how
you
did
lying.
Pippen do what he did?
Now you're
Why
lying.
did Pippen?
Now you
become the
understand.
second?
Now
you
you
said
should
the
understand
second
the
fiddle.
greatness
we
of
talk
Scottie
about the
Pippen.
Pippen
NFL
become
free
the second
agency for
fiddle?
a
You
minute?
should understand the
That y'all
greatness of
said.
Scottie
Y'all
Pippen.
saw it. How did Pippen become the second fiddle?
How did he come between the second fiddle? Pippen was the one.
Terry just brought something up good. Terry just brought something good. Talk about the NFL free agency.
Let's talk about that, man. We're not gonna get nowhere between LeBron and
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry, because you know those Jordanaires, they don't ever want to get off anything.
They're not. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. It's all.
No,
opinion.
I mean we don't expect it to go nowhere, Terry. Trust me.
No, I'm talking about.
I do this. At least for me, I'm gonna speak for me. Is him and a couple other people.
Look,
I like watching these Jordanaires spin it and lie. They try to lie their way out of what's going on.
Who's spinning?
And you spinning. You should be
Dude
dizzy right now.
You and Phil, y'all.
Okay, sure.
I just wanted to get y'all opinion.
Sure.
If you're gonna start to play the game,
we're gonna talk about the free agency.
You're gonna pick Jordan or Pippen.
I don't care no more, Vance. We're gonna talk about the football free agents.
Yeah, I know you.
I just want to know because Dallas gave away a lot of good wide receivers.
So let me get on Terry on this.
The
Cowboys just re-signed it, DeMarcus Lawrence. So we kept D-Law. And
number 13 too, right? Or the number 13.
Michael Gallup they signed. kind of
Yeah,
wasn't
he
feeling
signed.
how much they gave him, but
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
That means we wasn't signing Cedric Wilson back, so Cedric Wilson gone to Miami.
Mhm. I
And
think the biggest one was Cooper.
well, we
Amari
traded
Cooper.
away, but we got draft picks for him. So the fact is that CeeDee Lamb is now the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, that is true.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. He's
So
very
then
good.
what's up with what do you think about your boy in Green Bay? Is he gonna play this year? Are they gonna trade him? What they gonna do?
Oh,
Uh
Devontae?
yeah, Adams.
No, they're gonna resign him. They'll resign him.
You think they ain't got no money?
Well, if they ain't got no money, no. But I don't know about they don't have no money.
Well,
You heard
that's
that,
why they
Phil?
try to give him
Hey,
the
Phil,
tag.
you heard that they ain't got no money?
No, I mean not like
No,
broke money,
Green
but
Bay got a little money.
I
Though.
mean,
They got a little money.
not cap
I
space.
know what you
I'm
mean.
talking about cap
Enough for
space.
cap.
That's
I
what
know
we're
what you
talking
mean.
about.
I know what you mean.
Vance.
And they don't
Okay.
have a lot of cap space
We were in
because
the
that's why they wanted to
backstage.
franchise him. So they gave Aaron Rodgers that $50 million. They should have gave Aaron Rodgers a big signing bonus. And
Well,
then
no,
they shut it down.
they did that. They do that knowing they got to keep them playing. They know doggone well that if they're gonna let the Devontae Adams go, Rodgers is just gonna be stealing money because I don't care.
That's it.
Quarterback needs it. Quarterback needs somebody to throw the ball to.
Hey, look, I'm going to ask you all one thing because I don't want to talk about anything going with this. I want to be on football. But can anybody see that right there?
What is that? What is
What's
that?
it say? I see the picture. It got Kobe in it, ain't it?
That's Kobe and
Shaq.
Shaq.
Can you see what it does, what it says?
Without Shaq,
Tilt it more.
without somebody. I'm
Okay,
sorry, it says.
No, I can't see it.
We can't.
Okay,
Tilt
I'm
it-
going the wrong way.
Yeah, you got to put it straight up. Well, just read it, partner.
Yeah, we
I'm
can't
holding
see it.
We can't see it. It's hard to even. And
You can't see it?
Without Shaq, without D
without
Wade.
Shaq,
Hold on. Without
Hold it.
Shaq.
No.
Without Shaq.
Okay, let me get the
Without
camera.
D Wade and without Pippen.
Oh, that's what they said.
It's in Vance. No, you look at the people. It's Kobe. It's
It's Kobe, Shaq, and Jordan,
no,
right?
it's Kobe, LeBron, and Jordan.
I'm sorry, yeah, Kobe, LeBron,
And
Jordan.
it has a name up under him.
It says
Right.
rings without Shaq, rings
Kobe has
without
one.
D Wade, rings
LeBron
without
has a
Pippen. Everybody got a ring, but you know who? Without that number 1 sidekick.
yeah, but see,
Okay, yeah, we're back to the NFL free agent.
because really,
We're
because
back-
I mean,
we're
because
back
you think
to the
you're really
NFL
playing
free
something with
agency.
those words, but we know free agency, the whole contract, the whole thing. That's why the teams they stayed together. These cats, Jordan jumping around, LeBron jumping to this guy. Hey,
Okay, so how many rings did he get
come on
without
with you
Pippen?
and Chris Bosh? Let me go
Man,
play with y'all.
hold it. How many rings did
let
he
me
get
just
before
run and go
Pippen?
play with, find me a couple guys to
How
play
many rings
with.
did he get before Pippen?
Let me run to
How
LA
many rings
and
did
play
he
with
get after
AD.
Pippen? Let's
Let
go
me
to
run with
NFL.
AD. Let me run with
how many-
everybody. Let me go
How
play
many
with
rings
everybody.
before or after
Do
Scottie
y'all see the
Pippen?
young man in the background watching y'all screen? Y'all see the young man in the background
Cam?
watching y'all screen? Yes.
He's used to it with Phil. So look,
Cam
Speak-
probably
hey,
ready to get
look,
on the phone,
on
man.
the
He
real
probably
though,
ready to get on the cell phone on the computer, man.
I just wanted to get your opinion
on the
on
real
the Cowboys.
on the real though, Vance and Phil, on the real. Speaking of Pippen and speaking of Jordan and LeBron, did y'all see J.C. Jackson sign this contract? Who is J.C. Jackson that signed with the Chargers?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's one I don't even know who he is.
He was the shutdown corner for the New England Patriots.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He led the
That's
league
number
the last
10.
2
I mean, number
years.
20, 23
No,
or 29.
25, I think.
27.
Okay, he was. I mean,
Yeah.
and he got a lot of interceptions too, right?
Yeah.
But they look like most of them was
he's led
bouncing
the league
off
the
of people.
last 2 years
Yeah.
in interceptions. He got probably about 15 or so last 2 years.
Was that the same? No, that wasn't the same guy that C.D. Lamb burnt for that last touchdown.
It probably was. Probably was. I mean,
Well, look here, fellas.
last-
Let me
I
do a
don't
quick
know.
station break, man, and I'm gonna give you guys a parting shot, and we're gonna go ahead and shut it down for the day. We're spirited today. Young Cam, appreciate you sitting in with us, man. You know,
Cam was touching me. Cam was touching me and saying, "Does this guy really think Jordan was the best?"
Yeah, right. Hey, I saw you, Cam. I saw you look at your uncle. I saw you look at great uncle. Oh, he almost went like this. He talk about even he loves some Jordan probably. But anyway, y'all, you was tuned in to TAN TV African American Network, where we have a local feel and global reach. Sports talk, y'all, man. Mark, Terry, Phil, Young Cam, man. We had a very spirited night. I'm gonna give everybody a little parting shot. We're gonna be out of here till next Monday. Would be what, the 21st? Terry, take us out, man.
I'm gonna say something about the war over there. I didn't talk about it that much because I get a little emotional. But I did say on I think it was last week's show, the show before, that we're going to get involved, and they're probably going to bomb Poland pretty soon. So my heart goes out to Poland and to the young lady who was crying last week about her college fund, and we're going to be in this thing because they're going to hit NATO. So my prayers go out to all the people, all the servicemen around the world. God bless you guys.
Mark, what you got, baby?
What do I have? I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at something to help out what we was arguing about. But anyway, what I will say is we talked a little bit about football, and I said before with me about the Super Bowl, and I didn't watch it. I was around it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't give it my energy and give it that want. I'm not watching much on NFL Network. I know these players don't get it, don't care about enough, and what I think I should care enough about it for them, for us as black, because it's not about the players, it's about black folks in general. Enough of us need to care. Enough of us need to care enough about what's going on. Enough of us need to have some kahunas and stand up for something for ourselves. Stand up for stuff more often instead of waiting for something bad to happen like George Floyd and then want to riot. Let's talk about, not to say that wasn't necessary. It's just that how about we do something to prevent those things from happening?
I agree.
Thank you, Mark.
Hey, the Avengers are on. Oh, my bad.
Co-host and Cam, y'all take us out, baby.
Cam, you got something you want to say?
Hey, y'all crazy, man. Y'all argue all day about LeBron and Jordan.
I turned my head away and I thought he said that for real.
Y'all tripping over there, man.
The argument can go on for days. So
go ahead, y'all.
You know it. Young man, it's just an opinion of who you think
it really ain't even an argument. It's me getting a guy that don't know nothing about basketball.
They have
keep trying to make up his skills.
Y'all do know Vance did play college basketball, don't y'all?
Your uncle and Phil and Mark, they're good at changing that narrative, man. They are good at it, baby.
Yeah, you do know that, though, right? You do know Mark.
Go ahead, co-host.
That he played.
Take us out. Look, Vance, what I have to say, it take me at least 3 minutes to say it.
Go for it, baby. You got it.
Okay, look, I want to talk about racism and the whole Ukraine thing and racism. Now, I know you're probably thinking that I'm going to take it to the international students and all, but that's not where I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going with the media. See, and this is going to be the media as a whole. When you look, you have the media saying things like, this is international media, also saying things like, well, it's not like they're a third world country. These are intelligent people that are being bombed and being forced to move from their side. Well, it's not like this is a third world country. These people are blonde hair, blue eyes. They look like us. These are educated, intelligent people who could be our next door neighbors. You see, this is where the racism lies in the media as a whole. Our hearts go out to what's happening in Ukraine. Mm-hmm. But 100,000 people extinguished from the earth, dealing in the whole Syrian crisis and things of that nature. You have these type of events going on in African nations all the time, these type of atrocities. We get a little blurb that says this happened. You might get a ticker tape running across the screen. You do not get over 2 weeks of sustained everything leading off. Every news show is about what's going on in Ukraine. Oh, let me guess. It's probably because those African nations are so far away. Oh no, they're just at the bottom of what that is. Probably because no, they're just right over there. If we can do this and this type of coverage and make this atrocity, make the people of Ukraine look so human, and the atrocity that's happening against them so inhumane, then why doesn't the media shine a mirror and shine a camera on every single state in the U.S. to deal with showing light on these atrocities that are happening to black and brown people every day in the States? Why aren't you keeping a sustained camera on that? You know why? Because that would be an indictment on America with how they treat their people of color here. You see, it's really no difference. Whether you're in America or Ukraine, that color will travel well everywhere. So
Can't argue with
understand
that,
this,
Phil.
media, if you want to do something, make us be humans in America. Shine a light on us so everybody can see we're humans too.
Thank you, Phil. That was very good,
That
sir.
was beautiful, Phil. That was beautiful.
And that just leads us to, man, that takes us back, man, and on Sports Talk here on
Hey,
Tan
I'm sorry.
TV.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear it. Phil, could you do it all over again?
On Tan TV, and the thing about it is, you know, you guys just witnessed a I don't know 15-20 minute rant on two guys that talking about playing basketball and who's the greatest, but yet in the end, when you leave Sports Talk, you got a wealth of knowledge of things that's happening in this world. So, you know, guys, you know, this show is really a full circle, man. We talk about good stuff, bad stuff, all around stuff, senseless stuff, you know, and stuff that do make sense. And Phil, Mark, Terry, I appreciate you guys, all your commentaries today, because this war thing is something else, man, and it just gets me to thinking, man. And then all of a sudden, you know, they're gonna be sending black and brown folks to fight. So,
Yeah,
all right, y'all. So, but I want everyone to be safe. I want everyone to, you know, COVID is still out there lingering, y'all. So, you know, the ones that, you know, that need to, you know, keep wearing your mask if you feel, you know, and still doing all the precautions. Hey, you know, some of us, if you believe in if you believe in God, or, you know, whoever you believe in, that's you. But we need some kind of change, man. Some kind of change. And for me, man, I think it's prayer. So, you know, but this and action, you know, prayer and action. You know, you just can't just pray. You gotta do some action. You gotta do some kind of work to make it happen for us, yo. So once again, man, like I said, man, this is a lot of good information came out tonight, fellas, and I appreciate it. And we had a little nonsense, a little ridiculousness, you know, but that's how we do it.
It's your fault.
If you stop,
I got to have the balance, man. I got to make it balanced because you guys are so
super
super smart down there. I'll be that balance, man. To balance is out a little bit.
Don't play the humble role with me. Don't do that.
But ladies and gentlemen, hey, that's it, y'all. That's all I got, man. Until next Monday, Jeremiah. If he's still, I know he might be gone, but we'll see him. Appreciate him stopping in, man. And until next week, y'all, we're gonna be out of here.
Yeah, Jeremiah, keep hating on Westbrook.
I tell you, need free agents. Oklahoma Sooners needs a free agent.
All right, guys.
Y'all be good, man.
I hope Jeremiah, your son, gets a lot better.
Yes, sir. That's a definite.
Prayers out. Peace out, everybody.
All right, y'all. We good.
So